Hello everybody, this is AYDENandDAD, and
we're making a Kdenlive QnA.
Woo! Okay, so last video we covered effects, but I've also heard about these mystical things called transitions, and they seem to be exactly the same. Where's the difference?
Let's start by pulling in our previous project. So this time we'll do it with the file open recent. Demo 2 was the last project that we did. And let's verify. So our profile is correct here, 720p basically, 30 frames per second. But the name is now, of course, the old file name, project file name, and we want to change that. So let's do file, save as. We will reuse that one, but we'll change this to a 3. Save that. Okay. For starters, I'm going to pull this clip down, and you'll understand why just now. And you'll remember we did the fade out around this edge. Let me zoom in a little bit, like so. Click on that clip and you'll see there's a fade to black here, and we're actually going to get rid of that. And this one is a fade from black. We want to get rid of that. So in between this here, where we transition from this clip to that clip, we want to do a transition instead of an effect. So in order to do that, I'm just gonna lengthen this clip by roughly 1 second. So you'll see my cursor. If I put it here, look at this counter here. It shows me exactly where my cursor is on the video. 2 minutes 21:23. So if I grab this edge, I hover over it until it shows me that green arrow. Click it, left click, and I'll drag it over roughly about there. Let's see if that's roughly a second. So what's that? 221, 24, 22, 24. You see that's roughly a second. A transition is something that happens between two clips. You've got to involve two clips in it. So the way to do it is go to the top clip and hover over this corner that overlaps the bottom clip. You see that new green triangle there? Click it, and it automatically adds this one. You'll see there it's a transition, it's a dissolve. If you drop down, there's tons of other ones that you can choose from, but this one is most used. That's why it's probably the default here. And it says with track auto. Now auto means picks the track that it transitions with automatically. If they're on top of each other like this, then auto is fine. If you want to do this transition on this track, you would have gone here, drop down, and said I want to do it on that track's name is audio 1, which doesn't make any sense, but if that's what you wanted to do, you would do that. In this case, there's nothing in video 3 track here. So we could have gone and set it to video 2. That would be exactly the same as leaving it as auto. So let's just leave it at that. And now, instead of fading to black, you'll see if I just left click here again, put the play line before the place where we want to see. I drag it slowly across. This is sort of a crossfade. Fades the one clip out while it fades the other one in. First one gets faded out while it fades the second one in. Now it looks a lot more professional. Okay, so that one is done. Let's zoom out here a bit and go to this side. Zoom in. Again, we want to first delete the old effects, the fade to black on the leftmost clip here. See, I'm just deleting it there. And this one has got a fade from black that I want to delete. We want to leave the fade in, fade outs. That's for the audio, remember? I want to leave that in. That's fine. Now we need to create an overlap. Now this one is nice. You see that there's exactly a second between that line and that little line there. So between second 4 and 5. So I'm just gonna hover here, left click, drag this guy back to about there. See, that's that second overlap. Now again, let's just put the play line over here. I'm hovering on the top clip, the overlapping corner, and you always do a transition from the top down. So the line that where the two clips meet and the top one's corner, not this corner. This corner you can't do a transition, but on this one you get that triangle, click it, automatically puts it in, and it's the right one that we want to use. You'll see, interestingly enough, it now checks this reverse box, which the other one hasn't done, and more on that later. But let's see if it does the right thing. It does the right thing. So going there, now it's going to slowly fade out the intro, fade in the video, and we're all good. And since our fade in on the sound is also exactly a second long, that's this red triangle, remember? And there we see it. That's going to fit nicely. That's it. So we're on demo 3. Let's save it. You can do a file save, but you'll see the shortcut is Ctrl S, which I normally use. So now we've saved all that, and let's render it. All this is still fine from before. What we do want to change here is the name. Demo 3. Render to file.
Right, so after the longest 4 minutes and 8 seconds of our life, it's done.
Let's just see how it works. Double clicking it. There's our intro. And our transition, dissolving. Perfect.
So in this video, Dad showed us how to do a dissolve transition between two clips, and he showed us the difference between transitions and effects.
And as before, guys, we'll add a link to this demo 3 video that we just made at the end of this video. Please click on it and see the effect for yourself.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Bye!
Bye!